Hello, welcome to another episode of Ducks Talk. I'm your host, Jack Esco, and today on the show we are going to talk about we're going to review the Red Wings Ducks game, and then we're going to preview and go over the Buffalo Sabres Ducks game that's going to happen today. So, let's get started. I want to apologize first. I did not have the time to preview the Red Wings, so I will review the game with you today. Just things got out of hand and wasn't able to do the previews, so I apologize. So I will, however, be able to do the review with you guys. So as we go over this Red Wings Ducks game, I saw a lot of improvements for the Ducks. Their defense was unbelievable. They got to a lot of the garbage around the puck, around the net. They were just all over there, breaking up passes. Um, just an unbelievable job they were doing as opposed to the game against Pittsburgh. It was just night and day. Um, the the shooting was great. However, I did think that they did spend too much time in their zone. Um, they spent too much time in our zone. Even though the shots were almost the same, it did feel like even though they had the same amount of shots, it did feel like they had more time of possession. I know that's not a stat, but it did feel like they had the puck longer than us. Um, in our zone. It was a great win for the Ducks. A win that was huge. They needed to win this game because if you didn't, then you would go down 0-2 in a very tough Pacific Division. Yeah, nothing more you can say about this defense. The defense was unbelievable. Defense was really tasked the challenge of being better than they were in Pittsburgh, and that's what they were. It's not that hard to be better than you were in Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh, they were just like, oh, okay, come right through. As Bruce Boudreau said it, they were just in awe of the Pittsburgh Penguins. You can't be in awe of anybody in the NHL. You gotta crash to the boards and kick ass to any team you face. And they didn't do that against Pittsburgh. They were in awe a little bit. And that was a problem. Because you can't be in awe of anybody. So, that the big thing I want to go over in that game was the game winner. Now, a lot of people say, was that a hook? Well, maybe it would have been a hook. But I did see interference before there was a hook. I think it was Justin Avocator, who was the one who was interfering with Getzlaf, and then Getzlaf sort of kind of hooked him. Getzlaf says it wasn't a real hook, but of course he's going to say it's not a real hook. And then he makes the goal with less than 26 seconds left, and it was unbelievable. Great game. Great game. It was an unbelievable game. If you were watching it, you would have loved it. So, let's go on to something I like to call the plus and minuses for the game as we review it. The pluses, it's got to be the defense. Got to be the defense. The defense was, like I said to begin the review, unbelievable. They were on their head. All the pass breakups, garbage by the net, any loose pucks, they were all over it. There was a couple instances of leaving Anderson alone, but not as many as there were against Pittsburgh. They did a really good job, a whale of a game for the defense, and it was a good job. Now, time for the minus. The minus I would have to give to the goaltending. And I know what you're saying, why he did a good job, but I don't know if he did that good of a job. There was a couple goals that he should have stopped, like the second one that went right through his legs. I know that it was kind of difficult, but you gotta stop those. However, I will give him credit for stopping the one just before the end of the second period. It was a breakaway, and Anderson had to step up and just stick his pad out there and make the save. And that save kept it to a 2-1 game. That was huge. So that was one of the turning points of that game. If he doesn't save that, then, we're kind of screwed. So those are my plus and minuses for the game. Now let's turn to the preview of today's game. The Buffalo Sabres versus the Anaheim Ducks. Buffalo Sabres coming to this game 0-2. The Anaheim Ducks coming in this game 1-1. The Buffalo Sabres don't have a lot of big shooters right now. However, they do have Matt Molson, who hasn't really gotten started yet, but it's early, and Tyler Ennis, who is also a really good player. Their goaltending has not been great, with a save percentage of under 90, which does not look good. The NHL average is at 90, I think. So if you're under 90, not too good. Not too good. When you have a small net and you're a big guy, if you're saving under 90, not too good. Not too good. So, see, that's the thing is, it's, you think, oh, we should wipe the floor with them, but I don't think so. I don't think they wipe the floor because, again, this team could be coming with urgency. You don't want to be coming down 0-3. I know it's a long season, but 0-3 is a big hole. So expect for them to play with a lot of passion and fire for this game. They'll be playing at home in the First Niagara Center. So look for a lot of passion out of these guys in the first couple periods. But in the end, there's too much Getzlaf, too much Perry in this game. And before I make my prediction, there's a couple keys for the Ducks' victory. Number one, they need to have their other ancillary parts to help. There's only been one goal scored in this season who was not part of the big three. Kessler, Perry, Getzlaf. And that was Matt Blesky against the Detroit Red Wings. One goal. That's not good enough. Everybody else needs to put their own weight in there, and I'm not seeing it like I did last year. Last year, I mean, all lines were scoring, and all lines were playing a big part in the role of the game. I know it's early, but for the keys of the game, I need to see other players doing their part. So DSP needs to do some. Devontae Smith-Pelly, Emerson Edom needs to score some. Cam Fowler, Hampus Lindholm, they all need to pull their weight, because one goal from a non-Big Three member is not going to do it. Because you know what? Believe it or not, sometimes they're not going to have their best game. I know, that's shocking, isn't it? Some of them aren't going to have their big game, so the other guys are going to have to step up. And what I'm seeing in these couple sample games are not too promising for me. One goal from a non-Big Three in 2 games. Kessler, Perry, and Getzlaf have almost all the goals for the Ducks. All right. My other key is goaltending. I know what you're saying. Oh, but the Buffalo Sabres are terrible. You shouldn't have to worry about any goaltending. Yeah, well, I said before, they're going to be playing with a lot of fire, passion, and emotion. So they're going to be playing their best game of the season because they don't want to go down 0-3. So they're going to be probably playing better than what their record shows. So we have to be so they have to be on their toes and be prepared for that, which I probably think they are. This is not an 0-2 team. This will not be an 0-2 team talent that they'll be facing. Because this will be a better 0-2 team. Because they'll be playing, like I said, power and passion and emotion. So those are my keys for the Ducks. Goaltending. And help out the big three. So, after my keys, I'm going to give you my prediction. My prediction for this game is Ducks 4, Sabres 2. So, hope you like listening to Ducks talk. Once again, I'm sorry for not doing the preview for the Red Wings. I will be doing. I know. Like you say, oh yeah, whatever. I haven't seen you do. I know. I will do previews for all games. I'm sorry I didn't do one for the Red Wings. I will try to do all previews for all the games for the upcoming day. For the day of the game, I will do the previews. So, this is Jack Esco and Ducks Talk, and as always, it has been real. Peace.